stream here. Welcome back to the Somnium Files. Last time, we did the other route of Iris' game Somnium. And she died. Again. And she lost her eyeball. Again. God damn it, Iris. Can you stop losing your eyeball and dying in every single one of these goddamn routes? Anyways, moving on.
The scene is being inspected without you. This time the body didn't disappear. However, you lost consciousness. I didn't expect you to faint. Seeing that corpse must have been incredibly shocking.
Yeah, understatement.
I did not predict you to be the fainting type. I suppose humans are unpredictable. Now that you're back, let's get back to business. You are conscious, are you not? I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah, she's dead again.
Don't let negative thoughts consume you.
God. Iris is fucking dead again.
Thinking that Iris died because of me. If I never took her to Ota's, this wouldn't have happened. If you truly believe that, then your brain is completely rotten. Or perhaps when you saw the corpse, your head became filled with images of blooming yellow dandelions.
What?
Oh, you're talking now. Was I correct? If you consider the situation logically, even an elementary school student would understand.
Huh?
Fine. Allow me to pluck some of those dandelions from your mind. I will ask 3 questions. Please answer honestly. First question. The cold storage warehouse was not in regular operation. But even so, the AC was on, and a minus 58-degree temperature was maintained. Why is that?
Why do ours have to be kept at freezing temperature? To preserve something.
To preserve something?
Yes. Let us move on to the next question. Second question. There was something strange about the corpse. Do you remember what that was?
Yes. It's that the left eye was removed, or her right eye was moved instead of the left eye.
That is a unique factor. But there was something else, something more peculiar.
Iris's body was completely frozen. The temperature read negative 58. With Iris's weight...
How long would that take to actually freeze?
How much do you weigh?
Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady that?
105 pounds.
I see. 105, huh? It should have taken about 18 hours to freeze some.
Yeah.
But we were...
Wait a moment. Before you draw your conclusion, allow me to ask my final question. Question 3. 2 days ago, Sunday night, you found a dead body in the cold storage warehouse.
And then it disappeared.
But afterward, you visited the Sagan household and discovered that Iris was in fact still alive.
Her doppelganger?
Why?
You mean...
You mean?
You've got it.
I pulled in where else I got shot out of a gun. Who the fuck is the victim?
I don't believe it.
The stomach is swollen slightly. She appears to have been pregnant.
Oh.
How?
Do not worry. The uterus does not contain a fetus.
You mean After she was killed.
No. The fetus was not present in her body when she was killed.
Okay. Oh,
She
God.
must have been killed after giving birth.
Okay.
The distended stomach does not immediately shrink after birth. The expanded uterus takes some time to return to its normal size. This
Weird.
evidence makes one thing perfectly obvious.
This corpse isn't Iris.
Who the fuck?
It's someone else.
Which means,
Iris is still alive.
And still missing.
not necessarily. She could be alive. We haven't confirmed that yet. Multiple stab wounds with a single-edged, sharp object to the victim's back. Judging by the size and shape of the marks, the weapon was most likely a kitchen knife. This matches what you said on Sunday.
So this is the body I saw then. Is there an estimated time of death?
Impossible to determine.
Because she was frozen.
This body has been completely frozen for at least 10 years.
10 years?!
Years? She was killed more than 10 years ago?
Exactly. Her identity is unknown. Her killer is also unknown. But there is one likely suspect.
Who?
Number
Let's consider
89?
the clues. The scene. Okiura Fishery Cold Storage
Behind you.
Warehouse.
Huh.
Sunday night, we saw So here.
Yep.
And there is something else about So Sajima.
His
Witnessed
Somnium.
someone similar to Iris being stabbed repeatedly in So's Somnium.
Right.
But it wasn't Iris. Who's this one?
That is highly likely.
What we saw was So's memory from more than 10 years ago.
I believe that is the case.
Though it looks so much like Iris, so like...
Renju and So?
But we still do not know where Renju is.
That means that we need to talk to
So Sajima.
Wonderful. Again. Just looking at her makes my chest hurt. I kept searching for Iris, but unfortunately they didn't turn up anything. Iris is about to still unknown. Worried about her, but studying leads would just be looking for her blindly. Focus on the investigation for now. Eventually lead me to Iris, I'm sure of it. That in mind, I head to So's mansion.
I thought I told you never to show your face here.
Shut up! We have to talk about a woman from over 10 years ago.
I didn't come here for Shoko today. I didn't come here for Iris either. Instead, I'm here for a girl who looks like Iris. Did you kill her?
10 years ago.
Look,
Body temperature?
I knew it. You killed her, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've had enough of your shit, Congressman. You wanted to check on the body of the girl you killed. That's why you were at the cold storage warehouse 2 days ago.
10 years ago.
Where is Renju Okiura? You know where he is, don't you? You were at an Okiura fishery warehouse for a reason. There's definitely a connection between you two. And that's not all. Number 89 called your secretary. The same number 89 that Renju escaped with. Now tell me, where is Renju?
Suddenly, bodyguards? Yep. Instantly they surrounded me.
We'd like to ask you to please leave.
Damn it, So!
there's nothing we can do. We did arrive without a warrant. We were technically trespassing. If he had called the police, we would be in a predicament. We would have been detained immediately. Who would look after Iris then? Do you intend to leave your responsibility with Mizuki and Ota? Calm down, Date. We still have our lead.
Lead?
Before I explain, we need to discuss the corpse in the cold storage warehouse.
Okay. What is this
Let's give
fucking
her a
horse?
name. Because
Why?
she's frozen solid, we could call her All Ice or Alice. What do you think? Alice and Iris. I believe it fits nicely.
All right, Alice. What about her?
Someone might be able to identify her.
Who?
Allow me to ask you 3 questions.
Again with this?
First question. You have seen this corpse more than twice.
Yep.
3 times, in fact. When was the first time?
Ah, shoot, that was so long ago.
3 days ago. Saturday night when I synced at Abyss.
Yes, in the Somnium world. We saw the frozen corpse of a girl. Question 2. Who is the girl?
Now I know. That girl was probably Alice.
Most likely, yes. So we have technically known Alice for 3 days. One last thing. The final question. In which Somnium did we see Alice?
Mizuki's.
My roommate, Mizuki Okiura.
Exactly. You mentioned something about Mizuki's Somnium being some kind of prophecy. But prophecies are nonsense. Dreams are not made of the future. They are made from the past. Therefore,
Mizuki has seen Alice before.
there is no other explanation.
Probably because of her dad, Renju.
Aiba, where's Mizuki now?
Where we went with Iris yesterday. Kune Shrine.
Shrine? Why would she be there?
Unknown. She is supposed to be looking for Iris.
Okay, let's go.
Ah, mysteries! Mysteries keep piling up and they don't get solved. I mean, some of them do. But,
Date,
Did you find Iris?
if I did, I would have told you already.
Right.
where's Renju?
I think Iris is with Renju.
With Daddy?
Yeah. Her note mentioned her most trusted person. It's probably Renju.
Yeah. I remember that mermaid girl saying something like that.
Yeah. I'm, slow
I
loading?
was looking for Iris.
Yeah.
Does that mean that Daddy is the one who called for Iris?
Could be. So I need to know where he is.
But I haven't been able to get a hold of him.
Where's Oda?
I think he's searching Akihabara right now. Last time he checked in, he said he didn't have anything. Iris used to like this shrine. She told me about all her memories here. We used to come here all the time. You know those steps in the front? We would sit there together and talk about things. Like what gluten-free means and eyelash extensions and aerial yoga.
Aerial yoga?
Talk about all our problems together. Sometimes we would talk late into the night. So I thought that maybe she'd be here. But it looks like I was wrong.
Fucking fly!
Mizuki, I have something very important to ask you.
Tell Mizuki about the frozen corpse we called Alice.
You've seen her before, haven't you? 3 days ago, I saw her in your Somnium. The body of a girl who looks like Iris, Alice. Your dreams are built from your memories. So that corpse... Mizuki, please, answer me. Iris's life is at stake.
Huh? What do you mean?
Bye-bye, Alice. Tell Mizuki everything. About how Randy ran off with the assassin number 89. And 89 is connected to Tsujima. And that Tsujima's linked to Alice's murder.
I need to know everything about Alice. If I find out who she is, I might be able to solve the mystery of Renju and number 89. And that might lead me to Iris.
Mizuki looked down at her feet quietly. I could see agony in her face. Silence lingered. Finally, she sealed herself with her and spoke.
Okay, I'll tell you about Alice. It was about a month ago. I saw my daddy crying in the president's office at Lemniscape. I was peeking through a crack in the door so he didn't see me. Daddy got up, then got into his car and drove away. I'd never seen him like that before. I was curious, so I followed him in a taxi. That led me to the cold storage warehouse. He got out of his car and went inside. I followed right behind him, quietly. Daddy was standing next to the forklift in the back. I hid behind the shelf. I watched Daddy open the hood of the forklift, and then, after a little bit, he left. I wanted to know what he was looking at. I went over to the forklift and I looked under the hood myself. And then...
You saw Alice's dead body.
But at the time, I thought it was Iris.
Did you talk to Renju about it?
What do you mean? I couldn't just ask. It would have changed everything. I thought that as long as I stayed quiet, everything would be okay. I didn't see a dead body. I wasn't even at the warehouse. I repeated that to myself over and over and tried to forget the whole thing.
Repressed memories are often the subject of sorrow.
That's why Alice showed up during the sink.
Why didn't you call the police?
What was I supposed to do? Daddy would have been in trouble.
So you kept quiet this whole time?
The corpse looked exactly like Iris. I couldn't believe she was dead. I just couldn't. So I went to Iris's house. Huh? What's wrong, Mizuki? Iris was alive. I thought I was going crazy. Or dreaming. I tried to convince myself that it was just a hallucination. I actually met
I
with
tried.
the higher-ups at Daddy's company last night.
Killers tried to hard to hide this body.
Why?
Because you asked about the cold storage. I was curious. I asked around some, and I found out that Daddy was managing the warehouse before I was born. After my grandpa died, Daddy took over. In exchange for managing the warehouse, he gave ownership of the company to someone else.
Oh.
He didn't want to let this place go. Or maybe he couldn't let it go. That's more accurate, I think.
To keep hiding the body.
Why? Inside that warehouse was... On paper, Daddy has nothing to do with Okiura officially. Daddy was still managing the warehouse. And he was the only one allowed in there, too. That was part of the agreement when he gave up the company. And the whole thing had to be a secret. He really stressed that point.
How long is he managing the warehouse?
Mizuki, how long was he managing the warehouse?
For 18 years. That's what the man told me.
18 years?
How long?
From that long ago?
Yes.
Iva, I need an emergency search.
For Renju?
Missing persons from 18 years ago.
Understood.
Huh?
Date, I found her. The girl who looks like Iris.
That was fast.
What's her name?
Monica Ely, 19 years old at the time of her disappearance. A graduate of Itoku High School.
What?
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High.
Oh,
We've known each
okay.
other for 20 years now.
Okay.
When I was young, I lost someone very important to me. Monica Ely, my best friend. One of the only friends I had.
Alice's Monica. Hitomi's friend who went to the same school as her and Renju. But why? Monica's body was found just now. But even back then, Hitomi knew. She knew that Monica was already dead. Iva, where is Hitomi right now?
At headquarters for questioning.
Good.
MPD still believes that the body they discovered was Iris.
Got it. Contact boss. Have them bring Hitomi to Abyss.
Oh boy.
Roger that.
Go! We are gonna totally sync with Hitomi. We are gonna sync with Hitomi. Fucking mosquito. I think it's a mosquito. Okay. Interrogation time.
You're awfully calm. You saw the corpse of your daughter today. You were called into the station to confirm her identity. And yet here you are, cool as a cucumber. Even though you lost your precious daughter. Shall I guess why?
Because that's not your daughter.
Because that body isn't Iris. And you know it.
Are you serious?
Yes. Her name is Monica Ely. She was killed when she was 19. She went to the same high school as you, and she was your best friend. Isn't that right? Nothing to say for yourself? Hiding something? Maybe you killed her with Renju.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, now you're talking. But we know Renju committed a crime. Illegally disposing of a body. And we can prove it.
Because why would Renji be questioned about dumping of a body? Because
Monica's are right at the cause of death.
he was found at the cold storage.
The cold storage warehouse where the body was found. It's been managed by Renju Okiura for almost 2 decades now. And witness testimony proves that he knew about the corpse there.
Fucking fly.
And if I'm not mistaken, you knew about the corpse too, Hitomi. You and Renju have been close since high school. It's not too much of a stretch to think that he told you about the body.
She is not
And I
talking.
remember you telling me once.
We are going into her Somnium.
When I was young, I lost someone very important to me. Monica Ely, my best friend. One of the only friends I had.
How did you know that she was dead?
I didn't.
Don't play dumb. I know you're hiding something. You know what happened 18 years ago. And you knew she was pregnant. You were her best friend. Of course you would have known. Tell me. Tell me everything.
Date, she's not going to talk. Sync with her.
Yep, figured. Here we go! Well, you guys know what's coming at this point.
Date, I'm sure I've told you enough times by now, but please, come back within 6 minutes.
We will do that next time. We will come back within 6 minutes next time. We will do this next time. You guys knew this is coming at this point. You know I always stop these parts right before sync and leave syncs pretty much as their own part almost. That's gonna be it for now. Thank you guys for watching. We're going into Hitomi's head. We're going into everyone's fucking head in this game. No one is left out except for Pewter and Boss. That'll be it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next part. And I hope you have a good day.